My name is Mary Stuart Noel. I am a business owner and a business strategist. I help people grow businesses. And right now, I would like to introduce you to what I have going on, what I am giving away, information that I'm giving away to help you grow your business online. I have a masterclass, and in the masterclass, I have classes that are centered on selling on e-commerce, getting vendors, all type of things like that. Then I have all the tools and resources for you to start your business. I am Haitian. I was born in Haiti. So I do have the class in Creole, in Haitian Creole, and then I offer services in English as well. So this is a quick overview of the masterclass, and it is in English. Even though the masterclass is in Creole, I went ahead and did an overview of the masterclass in English for my non Haitian speaking clients. Also, if you are very interested in the masterclass, but it's not in your language, every Monday I do event where I do a webinar and I cover every single chapter in the masterclass. So then you will be able to stay up to date and catch up and understand what is going on. The premise of the class is mostly that it is focused on selling on e-commerce, really gaining your independence, selling online, running your business online. Large majority of the class is giving you tools on starting your business online so that you can work wherever you want, live wherever you want, and be able to afford anything that you would like. Essentially, building generational wealth and make money in your sleep. Why? Because after you're no longer here, you would like to make sure that your family, your grandchildren, your great great grandchildren, they benefit of the work that you did right now. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick overview of what the masterclass is all about. And in the slideshows, you're gonna see some languages that you do not understand. So what I do is I do separate English from Creole. So let's just go ahead and get started right away. The purpose of what I offer is that you make money every day, you make money in your sleep, and that you are able to build your generational wealth. And how we do that, you get products, you start selling a best-selling product, and people think, oh, I need a lot of money to get products. And no, if you use the tools that I give to you, you find yourself a winning product, you should be all set. One winning product will get you to where you want to be. I'll help you with choosing vendors confidently, and then the vendors will send the products directly to Amazon Fulfillment Center or any other type of fulfillment center that you choose if you're not selling on Amazon. But again, the class is I'm trying to focus on Amazon makes money, you can make money too. Amazon will package, fulfill, and ship your products on your behalf. And then that's how you make money in your sleep. Easy enough, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start telling you about all the different e-commerce platforms that you can use. Because and again, like I said, the masterclass is in Creole. This is an overview of the masterclass in English. I do not have the masterclass in English yet. However, I do a webinar every Monday in English and in Creole. So if you are not a Creole speaker, you can join anytime. on Mondays, then I will be able to help you. Okay, e-commerce platforms. So many e-commerce platforms you can use. Um, Amazon is a focus on this class, but you can do Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is free, and but the only thing is like people are picking up in your location, and sometimes you can ship as well. But Facebook Marketplace is a tool that really bought me a lot of money, that helped me grow my business, and I feel like a lot of people do not utilize it enough. It's underutilized, but you want to get on all these marketplace. You gotta have a Facebook business page. You gotta have a website. You gotta have your own blog, and you gotta have Instagram and add your store to your page. Your Instagram page has to be a business page and not a private. Snapchat, Etsy, eBay, WhatsApp. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be on every single marketplace, but you need to determine what you're selling based on all the researching tools that I'm giving to you, and then you will find the best marketplace for you. Where the real money is when you're selling online is private labeling. You can either put your logo on the box, you can create a unique packaging design, you can put a logo on a product, you can, create a package and sell the product together. And then you can put a UPC code over existing code. I give you these tools, you really gotta use them, and you will see that the first product that you choose to put on your marketplace, it will be a winning product if you follow this price range. Pricing $15 to $30. And so where you're doing those that market research is down on Amazon. So you're looking at Amazon and you're searching for a winning product. And then if you're not finding it on Amazon, you can look on eBay. You can look at other marketplaces, but this is really for Amazon, to search on Amazon. Customer reviews. It has to be a small product for sure. It has to be lightweight. It has to be under 1 pound. It has to have a high best-selling rank, and the condition has to be steady. It cannot have glass, period. Most of the products that are being sold right now, especially on Amazon, they are coming from China. So if you want to make real money, you got to get with the program. Now, you got to find your supplier. You got to find all this information. I give you the checklist. I tell you how to get your suppliers. Got to have a 4.7 rating. It has to be private label friendly. Fast shipping capacity. You do not want to be waiting for your product to come in months later, 6 months, 7 months later, and then you've already lost the momentum. You want to research your supplier really, really well, and you definitely do not want to only have one supplier. Shipping. So when you decide that you get your product and you start working, you want to decide whether you want to ship by air or ship by sea. So I give the explanation of what each one is and what would work best for you, what you think will work best for you. But shipping by air is way better, and having the supplier be responsible for the shipping 100% is the best way that you will be able to sleep at night and make money in your sleep, because then you don't have to deal with that. And upfront costs, okay. When you're starting your business, you start your e-commerce business, you need to know how much you're gonna be spending. And it is important that you don't start with a large quantity, you start with 100, and to actually see how much it's gonna cost you to actually start. So if you got a product that costs $2.60, shipping is $1, and you do the private labeling, it's gonna cost $3.65 in the long run. And so now you just gotta make sure that you recuperate your money, you actually earn enough money, then you can grow your business just from that one product, and that product gets sold. And then I talk about the fulfillment fees by Amazon. Amazon comes with its own fulfillment fee. So understand that when I'm saying that you are going to be making money in your sleep, you're not going to be touching product, you're not going to be doing anything. Understand that all that comes with a fee. Somebody else has to do the work. So that means somebody else needs to get paid. And that is Amazon, if that is the company that you choose to do your e-commerce on. Now, this is what most of the class is about, but this is your choice essentially. Then what you really want, like I said, you gotta really try to see if you can have a private labeling when you start your business. Now, the first 100 products, you don't start and you have a private label right away. No, but you gotta now have a brand name. But essentially, private labeling is where the real money is. So you gotta start with your brand name, and I give you all the information on how to get your brand name going. Think about it, make it simple, make it memorable, make it like if you telling somebody about it and they're gonna go online to look for it, and they're like not having a really, really hard time finding your website, finding your information because it's too long or it's so difficult, and make the colors, everything to be very, very just simple. Be creative. Make sure that you don't infringe on anybody else's trademark. And hire a designer. I mean, you can do everything yourself. You try and to build an empire. You want good quality, pay somebody. Package designing. Okay, once you start sending stuff out, you selling on Amazon or you selling on any other e-marketplace, you definitely are gonna have to deal with package design. Now, you don't start right away with brand new package, brand new everything, because that's gonna take away your money. But in the meantime, as you're building your brand, you should hire a graphic designer to help you out. And I give information on how to get a graphic designer on Fiverr.com. Really vet them and make sure like they match what you are looking for and are within your budget. When you are posting your listing specifically on Amazon.com, you really gotta your title, the title to your posting will actually be one of the difference will make your post stand out, or make people want to buy it. And so you have to capitalize every word, and then you gotta really make sure like you include all the colors and variant that you have, quantity and size, features and description. As you start your business, you are gonna have to start paying taxes. So you gotta be registering with the IRS and all that. So you gotta have a business name and you gotta search for your business name. And I give you all the tools where you can look for your business name so that you know that you're not stepping onto anything, then you end up regretting it. I will give you an example. So you guys know that the Kardashians they're very successful. Kylie Jenner, Kim, all of them, they have their own lines and their lines are very successful. But they do have a line that many people might not remember, but in 2012, it was called Chroma. It was a cosmetic line, and that line went out of business within a year. Went out of business within a year because the research, the search behind that brand wasn't done properly. There were a lot of lawsuits, and essentially they ended up parting with the brand. It didn't become successful, but obviously they learned from that and they got more stuff. And now you have Kylie's Cosmetics and Kim is doing a lot. So definitely do your research and don't end up in a situation where you end up losing money. They lost money, they recovered really, really well. They had money, but you might not have that kind of capital up front. So definitely be mindful of that. Register your business. I give you ways how you can do it for free, or you can do it, pay a company. It's really up to you. I can give you recommendation to do things a certain way, but it's really up to you. And I give you all the ways to get information for free to register your uh to register yourself, to protect your business, and how to actually start paying taxes. And there are companies like LegalZoom that will do that stuff for you, but understand that there are a lot of fees associated with that. So it's really up to you what you want. After you've registered your business, you want to stay tax compliant. You got to stay on top of your taxes. You got to make sure that you pay them. You got to make sure, that you don't get into trouble with the IRS. You don't get into trouble with your state. Now, this is where you would have to be hiring a bookkeeper, a CPA, and just make sure that your quality taxes are taken care of, and you don't really miss anything, and you don't lose your entity status. There are different places where I give you guys where you can go and file your taxes. You can get percentage off tax information. You can do it for yourself. You can pay your taxes yourself. You can use QuickBooks. You can keep track of your mileage and everything. But at the same time, if you don't have the time, you have another job, or you have a company and you actually do have the means, and you are not necessarily just starting out, but you have the means to be able to hire somebody, just do it. But if you are a new entrepreneur, you're just starting out, most likely you will not have that mean. So you will most likely do it yourself. So I give you tips on how to do it yourself. Once you decide that you're gonna start business, you really need to start now managing where you're gonna be putting your documents and how you're gonna be storing them, and then how to keep them safe and protected. Okay, there are free versions and there are paid versions, and I discuss them. And as you documents are coming in, business is coming in, you want to stay focused. So there are a lot of different apps that you can use that can help you with staying focused, so that you are able to maximize your day's work without being distracted by the internet, by the apps, by social media. Okay, not only do you want to be focused, but you want to make sure that you keep your momentum, and you keep track and organize of everything, and be actually productive. You want to be working, but really actually accomplishing something, not just working without actually going anywhere. So you need ways to store documents, collaborate with your team, and in handwriting, really writing, clipping, and clean your inbox, and do stuff like that. That's gonna keep you focused and organized. And you're gonna do project management. Okay, you need project management in your business, if especially if you actually do not have a full staff yet, and it's just that's doing everything. I give you different apps that you can use, and I show you each app how they work and how you can integrate them into your business, so that you can manage things and get things done on time. Communicating with your team, I also give you different options, video, telephone, live chat, all types of apps where you can be able to communicate with your team at all time. And even if you don't have a team yet, for you to starting on those platforms will keep you going and will keep you grounded, so that once you bring teams on board, things are gonna be already ordered. And get you a virtual assistant, then hire people to do live chat for you for customers online. That will save you a lot of time, and it is not too expensive. Customer service and customer retention, I always talk about this. To me, customer retention is far more important than customer service, because until somebody buys from you, they're not really a customer, they're just potential. So it's the people who have purchased from you, people who have who have actually a lifetime value. These are truly the customers that you want to retain. So I give you different type of apps and different ways that you want to retain your customers, follow up with them, send them surveys, engage with them and really make sure that they're taken care of and they actually want to stay with you, because the lifetime value of a customer can be so much higher than you think, but then you're wasting time on potentials. So it's better that clients that you already have, you take care of them, they will give you good word and they will get you new customers, than to try to, please people. I'll tell you this, somebody will call me, they'll ask me, for my service, and I'll write them an invoice, and I'll spend a long time on the phone with them, but then something, they don't end up not buying. It's okay, it's not impersonal, but my customer who's in front of me, who I'm dealing with at that time, is what's more important. So I'll tell you something. So I do throne chair sales and throne chair rental. Every weekend, the customer who eats their weekend, it's their event. These are the customers I focus on. We do not take phone calls from clients who want to book for that weekend or who have already booked and who have questions. But the primary focus is the clients that are rentals, that have rentals for that weekend, are our primary focus, and that really helps us with customer retention. So each weekend from Thursday to Monday, typically from Thursday night to Monday morning, if it's a client's weekend, it's their event, it's all about them. They can call anytime, and we will really make sure that we meet all their needs. And any client that want to book or who have already booked already, we'll tell them, okay, you can call on Tuesday during the week when we've already taken care of all the weekend clients. So that has helped with customer retention for us. Public relations, in the masterclass, I talk a lot about public relations. It's so important that if you're building a brand and, to try to get press. But for me, I've gotten a lot of press, and I think press for me typically comes from local. So like, you start with your local newspaper first, you have something worthy to really share. You start local, then you can get national. And I give a lot of different ways that you can grow yourself so that you can start actually building yourself up to get a press and even be considered an expert in what you do, and be asked for your opinion. And then now we're going to talk about marketing. So marketing is literally it's so important in your company. And I give very different ways that you should be doing your marketing. But first and foremost, you must have business cards, and they are important. And make t-shirts, have brochures, but print marketing is not dead. You should keep things handy, because if you're sitting on a plane next to someone, for example, you have no Wi-Fi, you're telling them what you do, you have your card, you have a brochure, you have something you give to them, it will help that person. Then do content marketing, do SEO. I'm an English major. I love to write. I write a lot. But, honestly, even though I do all that, I write and everything, I find that these different apps, they do help me with curating content, coming up with created content for my website, for my blog. And then if you're having difficulty, definitely go ahead, hire an SEO expert. Definitely hire an SEO expert. I do. And then hire a content writer. Understand that you will not get clients, or you will not get business. Your product and everything will not sell just because you just tell your friends or word of mouth. You can follow every single type of marketing out there, but at some point you need to pay for advertisement. So I give you some tips on how to pay for advertisement, what is out there, and what is the most bang for your buck. One thing I say is, whenever you see that thing that says, you post something on Facebook and it says boost posts, avoid those. it is better to just go into the ad section of your Facebook business page and create an actual ad rather than boosting a post. It's the same thing with any of those e-commerce sites like OfferUp or Let Go. When you boost a post, I mean, you boost it for $10, or that's a lot of money if you think about it. Whereas if you run ads, you know, you can go much further with $10 than if you just boost a post. Okay. I gave you guys social media publishing tools. Best thing with social media is really automate a lot of stuff, everything. And it can be hard because if you have several brands that you're trying to get off the ground at the same time, which I don't recommend, what I've done, I do not recommend it, but you really want to automate things. So different apps are out there, some are free and then some are paid, and definitely have you a social media post calendar. And then if you're having difficulties, hire a social media strategist to help you. Social media marketing, there is so many ways to really put yourself out there, but really try to not think about, oh my god, I have so many followers. Think more like, even if I have 100 followers, maybe I have 100 followers and 80 of my followers engage with my content continuously. Whereas you can have 10,000 followers, but only 80 of your followers actually engage with your content continuously. So that's a big difference. The person with the 100 followers who has 80, that's 80% of followers who actually are engaged. That brand will grow better than one that has a lot of followers but not as much engagement. Email marketing, you gotta do it. I use MailChimp, so many free options, and I tell you guys how. And definitely read those slideshows. I'm going through them and I'm talking, but really read through them and you will see that there is a lot there. And the slideshow is on my website, maristuartnoel.com, and also on this memory card. So definitely read them and you'll see that they will help you, and follow the links as well. Then I had talked about introduction to marketing and everything that you need as far as like the different apps and websites that are out there, like HubSpot, that can really help you grow your brand. Definitely go with them, follow that, and all that information that I gave to you. You gotta worry about your accounting and bookkeeping. These are important. Like I talked before about your taxes. Hire a bookkeeper, somebody that come and do your book for you once a month or every 2 weeks. Definitely hire a tax accountant, a professional. Get referrals from people. Make sure you vibe with them, because these people are gonna be touching your money. And then you can use QuickBooks and things like that to automate a lot of like mileage calculator and stuff like that, and then you can generate report. If the bank needs something from you, you don't have to run and ask your bookkeeper or your accountant. You can actually use apps like QuickBooks to get those things done. You're gonna start accepting payments, very, very important, on your website. So as you accept payments on your website, you gotta remember that you have many services out there that can help you, and a lot of time it's good to have a lot of choices for your clients on your website for them to choose. Like right now, Afterpay, like companies that now do installment payments are very, very popular. I recommend that you add one to your website as well. Definitely go ahead and build your website. Building your website is super, super important. Even if you are selling on Facebook, on Amazon, on eBay or whatever, have a website, because your website, you own it, You own the data, you own everything. Facebook or any of those marketplaces, even though I advocate for you to list on there, you understand that when their terms of services change, that can actually hurt your business. So definitely have your own website.